When you use Ragic to work collaboratively with your colleagues, you can set different access rights from different user groups. For instance, salespeople can add new customer records, and then customer service staff can view the details of all new customers instantly, but they cannot modify the records. Your users will have different accessibility on different sheets. They may only be able to view records, or they may be able to edit or create new records. You won't need to worry about the confidentiality when sharing data. For example, I'm a sales manager and I need to share a customer sheet with Eric from the sales department and Amy from the customer service department. Eric must be able to add new entries while meeting new customers in different locations, while Amy should be able to view all the customer information to handle their issues. To share this sheet with them, I need to add them as users in the database first. Go to the account setup located under the Start tab. Here, you can add new users to your database. First, I'm going to add Eric. Click New to add a new user. Enter his user information such as email and name. Then add him to the sales user group in addition to the default user group. You can enter more information down below if needed, and click Save when you are done. Next, I'm adding Amy to the database. Similarly, I'm going to enter her email and name here. But since there's no customer service user group yet, I'm just going to click Save for now. Click Groups on the left side, and here we see the default groups. To suit your needs, you can add new user groups. In this case, I need to add a user group called Customer Service. Click Save and go back to the user sheet to add Amy to the Customer Service user group. Click Save. Now Eric and Amy are users in my database and are assigned to their respective user groups. You will only need to add users and assign them to user groups once. Doing this will help you set access rights easily for your sheets in the future. Go back to the customer sheet I want to share with them. Click Change Design and you will find the Access Rights tab under Form Settings. There are 5 different types of access rights. The first one is No Rights. That means the users in this group cannot view the sheet at all. Viewer can only view all entries, but they cannot add or modify entries. Survey user can create, modify, and view only their own entries. Bulletin user can view all entries and can create and modify their own entries. An admin has the highest level of access rights. An admin can view, create, and modify all entries. I want to share the customer sheet with Eric and Amy. As a salesperson, Eric only needs to create, modify, and view his own entries, so I set the sales group as Survey User. As a customer service staff member, Amy needs to view all entries but doesn't need to add or edit entries, so I set the customer service group as Viewer. Click Save when you are done. They both have different access rights to this sheet now. Let's look at Amy and Eric now. On the left side is Amy's screen, and she is set with Viewer access rights. So, she can view all records but cannot add new entries. That's why the button to add new entries is not visible. On the right side is Eric's screen. Unlike Amy, Eric has Survey User access rights, so he can click on this button to add new entries. Notice that Eric has access to fewer entries because he can only view the ones he created, but Amy can see all the entries no matter who added them. After clicking this button to refresh this page, Amy will also see the entry that Eric has just created. Besides going into the design mode of your sheets, you can also modify access rights settings in Account Setup. On the left sidebar, you'll find Access Rights. You can configure this access rights settings on all of your sheets for all user groups in the Global Access Rights panel right here. Based on your requirements, you can set up different access rights for every sheet. It will be useful if you need to modify the access rights for multiple sheets. However, if a user is in 2 different user groups with different access rights, the system will place the user in the group with a higher level of access in each sheet. In addition, when creating new sheets, the user's user group will have bulletin user access rights by default. You may need to consider this situation when setting access rights, or you can simply set the access rights for user's user group as no rights. To get more information, subscribe to our channel and tap on the bell icon for the latest videos. If you have any questions, leave them below.